So many of you might know that marijuana on a state level is legal. So we have dispensaries, there's people who can buy cannabis. Marijuana is legal for many people, and it's no longer required just for medicinal purposes. However, driving while under the influence of marijuana is still illegal. Now, this is a very gray area for people trying to figure out if people are actually under the influence. And the police are having a very difficult time to figure out what exactly the signs are where a person is under the influence of marijuana. Alcohol, they have a lot of experience with. We have the breathalyzer that measures the breath alcohol or blood alcohol of a person, tries to convert it. There are a bunch of tests that, whether you believe them or not, have been certified that they do at the roadside, known as field sobriety tests regarding it being related to alcohol. And the truth is, we all have a lot of experience with alcohol. It's probably been around with people who have drank alcohol before, so it's a little bit easier to understand. But it's a little bit more difficult for the police to really come up with consistent signs that would say someone's under the influence of marijuana. The roadside tests that they try to do aren't really all that appropriate for people. And also, right now, there's no standardized test in terms of a machine that will be able to test if a person's under the influence of marijuana. They can certainly do a blood draw, but the other problem with the blood draw issue is that if a person has taken marijuana for a period of time, or maybe it's already been several weeks have passed, it stays in someone's system very unlike how alcohol would act. So where police officers right now are trying to use a lot of the similar tests that they would try to use where a person is suspected to be under the influence of alcohol, it's not quite a good parallel to draw for people who are under the influence of marijuana. So the courts are really struggling over these issues. And recently, a lot of the politicians have been trying to task different companies to create a machine that would test if a person's under the influence. But we haven't had that yet. Now, as always, it's always smart to not obviously drive while under the influence of anything, and always be careful out there because the world can be a dangerous place.